Warning.
The following video consists of predictional content and in no way, shape, or form the information presented in this video is true. Be advised that it is all speculation and opinions. Please watch at your own risk and keep children away from the following content you are about to watch, as none has been able to handle it since the jump 5 minute 59, because that is how we roll at TASOfficial. Viewer discretion is heavily, and I mean heavily, advised.
What's up, everybody? TASOfficial here, bringing you guys a prediction video, and today we're going to be talking about an episode that a lot of Amourshipers didn't see coming. Last year we got the date episode. This year we're going to get a dance party between Ash and Serena, and the title is Satoshi and Serena getting one at the dance party. Self-explanatory. Just like the date episode, we don't have a lot of info about this episode, so whatever you hear right now, it's not true. These are just our predictions. So don't believe anything that you're listening to. Like I said, these are just predictions. And today with me, helping me out with this prediction video today is...
Hey guys, DJ Sec Puppet here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alpha EB.
And today we have a very special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, Sonji here.
And let's get started. So before I give out my predictions as to what's going to happen in this episode, what do you guys think? Because this is an episode, like I said before, a lot of Amourshipers didn't see coming. All these possibilities, all these hints. Bonnie knows, hashtag Bonnie knows, hashtag Shauna knows. If she's in the episode, Mieti knows. So let's get started. So Edgar, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen in this episode?
Okay, well, first up, before I give my answer to that, yeah, this episode, they came out of nowhere, not just for us Amourshipping friends, but just any follower of the XY anime in general. Yeah, the fact that it's been almost a year now since we're getting an episode that's going to have some focus between Ash and Serena, and that's a good thing because really, the date episode back in February was pretty much the only Ash and Serena episode that we last seen, and so, what I liked about it is that it really did build up a lot of development for these two characters, and not to mention that their bond has gotten better. So, if they could pull something off like that, similar to the date episode, without all the overhype and then misleading information and whatnot, I just hope that within this episode that's coming up in the fourth week of January, I believe, the 21st. Yeah, so hopefully they we could have more development between these two characters, and of course the Amourshipping. Who doesn't want to get excited for that? And yeah, just overall, just build a better bond just between these two characters.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna correct you real quick. The episode actually premieres January 28th. The 21st we get like Onbat and Floetta.
Okay.
But, yeah, just
That is the fourth week of January. You had that right, though.
yeah.
Okay. Yay.
All right. So what about you, DJ? What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, I pretty much go with everything that Evie said. Like, obviously, all we have right now is just the title and nothing more. So a lot of this stuff, like anything we could think about this is, yeah, like you said at the beginning, pretty much speculation. So there's not a lot we can go off of right now. But despite that, I think there's a lot of potential for what exactly this could be, and it's really exciting to just think about what it could possibly mean. Like, what's really intriguing about it is the getting one at the dance party. Like, we have no idea what that means. That can mean anything. Like, and it doesn't really make sense by itself. Maybe it's a Japanese line that didn't translate too well. Maybe like it could mean catching a Pokemon. There's so many things it could possibly be, and I think we're gonna find out more about that as we go on.
Yeah.
But I think like even just by the title, like we could tell that it's going to be an Ash and Serena focused episode, and that's really what's most important, I think.
Without a doubt.
And just something real quick that I wanted to note. I think this is like the first time that we actually get an episode with Ash and Serena's name both being in the title itself. Like, not just one, both of them. So that's really cool to see.
Well, the date episode was Ash and Serena's first date, so...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, well then second then. My bad. Second. So this episode's going to be filled with Amourshiping. Alright, what about you, Sonji? What do you think?
Well, you guys already said what I was gonna say, but yeah, the title itself, it's hype. Amourshipers, Ash and Serena in the title in a dance party. But the getting one though, that kinda, yeah. I don't know the meaning of that yet, but it's sure gonna be hype. A lot of possibilities, and when it comes to dance, the first character that comes in my mind is Tierno, so I guess he's in this episode, maybe. But if Bonnie's planning all of this, then I'm gonna be so proud. Bonnie knows.
Yeah, like she just devised this plan to get both of them to dance at this party. So that'd be cool to see. Like she's the mastermind. Like for me, when I read this title, like I'm trying to remember what happened last year with the date episode. So many of us, including me, thought that this episode was just going to make everything canon, and that's a new mistake in my part since I was like, this was like the first ship that I actually just shipped really hard. So, like, I just wanted these characters to have closure, just get together and all that. But I gotta realize this, like, this can't happen in the middle of a Pokemon series. I mean, first off, we're in the middle of this, in the middle of the season. Ash has yet to reach the Kalos League. He hasn't got all his badges yet, and um, this show's about him getting, winning the Kalos League. So it would only make sense for it to happen after the Kalos League. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep my expectations at a low because a lot of people were disappointed. I mean, for me, I wasn't really disappointed with the date episode, but most people were because they expected more. Maybe like a hug or a kiss. I don't know. But like for me, what I was expecting when it came to that date episode was, them actually just spending time together. But when the episode actually came, it was Ash being oblivious as usual and taking off and doing his own thing, and Serena doing her own thing as well. So maybe it'll happen in this episode. I don't know. Maybe Ash wants to dance with somebody else. I don't know. These are all just possibilities. But getting one at the dance party, yeah, that's something that caught everybody's interest. Like, what does getting one mean? Getting a Tripocolon key? Like, we did a discussion on that previously about a Duet Tripocolon. So is that a possibility of Ash and Serena competing? Well, like working together to get a Princess Key for Serena. That's a possibility right there. Or could it mean getting a Pokemon? Like, Eevee likes to dance, so maybe they're trying to get a trophy or something, like something else other than a Princess Key. Who knows? So yeah. So one thing I did want to talk about today is the role that Bonnie and Clemont will play. I mean, this is an episode about Ash and Serena. Yeah, we get it. But where is Clemont and Bonnie in all of this? So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Where do you think they're all in this?
Well, I personally believe that. Okay, so a little theory that I have in mind is that as they're making their way to the eighth gym leader, to where Snowbell City. I think they come across a town, or who knows if that does take place in Snowbell City. So there's going to be some sort of event where dancing gets involved. And what I think that will happen is that, of course, Serena might go with Ash. But regarding Clement and Bonnie, I think Bonnie will try to look around Snowbell City and look for a girl, to have to be a date for Clement. So I think that's going to happen. Of course, Clement is going to be strongly opposed to that. But regardless, I think Bonnie will put up an effort to find a girl for Clement, just so that girl and Clement could participate in this dance party. I think that's what will happen.
Yeah, I could just see Bonnie going up to random girls, like asking each and every one of them if they want to dance with Clemont, and then one girl in particular says yes, and then that's how it starts. That'd be cool to see. What about you, DJ? What do you think?
Yeah, I think all of that is very possible. But concerning Bonnie, I think now would be the perfect time for the show to reestablish that Bonnie is well aware of Serena's feeling for Ash and somehow get her to reference that somewhere. Maybe just have some kind of side remark like she did in Serena's third Tripocolon or second Tripocolon. I mean, or just, like actually confront Serena or Ash directly about it, like either hinting at it or being not so subtle about it. I feel like we're gonna get something from Bonnie in that regard.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you can't have people can expect like she's the one that tries to get a girl for Clemont, and seeing Ash and Serena dance at a party, you expect her to say something, and the fact that she already knows, like you can't have an episode like this and not have her say anything, you know. So
Yeah.
hopefully the X and Y writers do something with the hashtag Bonnie knows, because it'd be another great moment to see the interactions or the reaction if she did say something of Serena. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ash would still be oblivious, but Serena, like, she knows. Alright, so
Yeah.
what about you, Sonji? What do you think?
I actually agree with you guys. This is the perfect time for Bonnie to make a move. So I can see Bonnie just pushing Serena to Ash to become a couple of to this dance party, and while Bonnie looks for a partner for Clement, and yeah, that's my idea for it.
Yeah, hopefully that does happen. Now, something else that I did want to talk about, like I kind of gave my response to this, but what do you think getting one means at the dance party? Like, what is that emphasizing? Like getting a princess key, Pokemon, a trophy. What do you think?
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna let someone else. Um, yeah. So
Okay.
DJ or Sanji.
All right,
I'll go ahead.
DJ. All right, DJ. Do you want to say something? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Okay, so like I read somewhere that the way that the title translates, it's similar to like how they say Pokemon Geto Deze, like getting a Pokemon. So it seems to be what getting one would imply in this case. So it would seem like there's some kind of Pokemon at stake here. I don't know if like Ash and Serena are going to be competing for that, or if they're like competing against each other or with each other, or if there's like just a Pokemon up for grabs or an egg. So I feel like whatever getting one means, I think the one is some kind of Pokemon.
Yeah, and you know, you did bring something, DJ. We're not sure if. Yes, I know that based on the title card, it does say Ash and Serena, but are they going to be dance partners on this occasion, or are they going to be like, dancing solo or with someone else? Because if it's going to be some sort of competition where Serena wants this, but yet Ash wants this, then it could be possible that they could be competing for that prize or whatever it is, individually. So it's yeah. So regarding getting it or getting one at the dance party, it's there isn't a lot of info provided for us to come up with a clear solution or a clear idea as to what they're aiming for this competition. But yeah, it could be a Pokemon, or I did see someone on Twitter actually saying that getting it at a dance party, this it could actually refer to 2 Megastones. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but receiving 2 Megastones, receiving 2 Megastones or Mega Bracelets at a dance party, like the setting wouldn't be as fitting for those two characters to receive the Mega Bracelet. So that's kind of doubtful in my opinion. So I think they could be competing for a Pokemon, some other prize. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean the title itself says getting one. So that means like, well, it can't be like 2 Mega Bracelets. Maybe it's like a Pokemon or a trophy. Like that would only make sense, or a Princess Key, and it would obviously go to Serena because it's no value to Ash since he's not performing. So maybe they are competing against each other since it's one, or maybe it's a duet. So we don't have any information right now, so we can't really make any speculation as to what it is. I mean, I see it as a Pokemon. Maybe Ash's 6 Pokemon. Like maybe they're trying to receive an egg. Maybe that's a possibility right there. Who knows? What about you, Sanji? What do you think?
Hmm. I got not much, but for me, I think maybe it's just a regular dance party, like a dancing couple encourage Ash and Serena to join or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
we got little info, so I don't know.
and that's something else too that I wanted to talk about. Like, what if this is actually not a competition? What if it's just like getting one at the dance for like having fun or something like that? I don't know. It could imply something else. maybe it's not a competition after all. Maybe it's just, you know, Ash and Serena trying to win, like getting a W, like getting one, getting a W. So,
Well, thinking about it now, looking back at the title, getting one at a dance party. This is a dance party, a party. You know, it's a social gathering where you get to have fun with other people. Like, yeah, parties aren't like they do tend to have competitions, but it's mostly there just for the fun. So I think where this episode is leading to, based on the episode title itself, I think it's just dancing for fun.
yeah. And something else that I wanted to talk about too is Ash can't dance. But for some reason, if he was competing, he knows for a fact that his dancing's not good. But he doesn't care. He wants to get that one at the dance party. So,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe it's Serena that wants to get that one, and in order to get that, it's a duet dance, and she needs Satoshi to dance with him. And you know, Satoshi's not a very good dancer, implied in the Karina gym battle episode where Serena was trying to teach him how to dance, but you know, he wasn't really good at it. So that's another possibility. Like, what makes Ash want to get this one at the dance party? Like, is it something that, like, that
like-
desirable that he wants, or like what? You know?
yeah, like that's something I want to bring up because, like you said before, Daniel, Ash isn't a very good dancer, and I'm not sure if he knows that himself. But of course, the other three, Serena, Clement, and Bonnie, they know that Ash isn't a great dancer. But to see Ash getting involved in this dancing party, like, what's his purpose? Like, why would he compete in it, even though he's not a good dancer himself?
Yeah, true. What about
It's
you, DJ?
desperate.
What do you think?
Oh, Sonji, you were gonna say something?
Oh yeah, Sanji.
Not much. I only want to say that he must be desperate to get that.
To get that one, right? Like, what is that one? Why did you have to give us a title like this? Like, most of the titles, like, kind of explains what's going to go on in the episode. This one's just implies getting one. What's that one? Why X and Y writers? Why do you got to do this to us? Like, even the date episode, it's implied it's going to be a date episode. This one, we don't know what the one is. So, yeah. What about
and
you,
like
D?
and kind of adding on to that, like I feel like it's important to realize something. I feel like a lot of people, just judging by the two halves of the episode title, they're gonna assume that Ash and Serena are gonna dance together. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that does not happen at all. Like I would not be surprised if that's completely misleading if they don't dance together at all. And I think that's just something people should be prepared for, like not to get too hopeful about that idea.
Yeah, the writers are gonna pull off another date episode.
Yeah.
During the title.
He's nice.
But something I want to question about what you just said right now, DJ. If they're competing for something and Ash knows for a fact he can't dance, what's making him, like, I'm not trying to say that he's not, like, he's gonna make a fool out of himself, but like, you know him, like, he doesn't care, like, he's gonna go for it, he doesn't give up. But like, what makes him want to dance and compete, knowing the fact that he can't dance? Like, what's so special about this one that's making him do this, you know? What do you think it is?
Yeah, that's just like what specifically it is going to be something we'll just have to find out later. But like regarding Ash wanting to dance for it, like we saw when he was practicing dancing the first time, we saw like Clement and Bonnie were making fun of him, and Ash like just didn't care what anyone was saying. He just went with it because he thought like he was doing fine. That was the strategy to beat Karina. And so I feel like if there was some kind of competition or whatever where he would need to dance in order to win something that would be desirable to him, like he wouldn't care about his skills. He would just try it just for the sake of trying it.
Yeah, I mean, he is Ash after all. Like, he'll give his best shot, even if it makes himself look like a fool. So, we'll see. We'll see.
You know what I just came up with? Okay, so we all know that. Okay, we already know for a fact that Ash is a horrible dancer, and of course, if you recall back to before the gym battle happened, Clement and Bonnie were making fun of them. Now this is going to take place at a party, and if people are going to see Ash dance, see his poor dancing skills, like, it's gonna catch their attention, and there are gonna be some people that are gonna be mocking him. So, I think what I see happening is that Serena could be Ash's dance partner. So that way, Serena could teach him a few things here or there. So that way, she's teaching him, for the purpose of not embarrassing himself. I think I could see that happening.
Or maybe it's vice versa, Edgar. Like maybe Serena wants to compete in this competition to get that one, but she needs a partner for it. So she's asking Ash if she could be her partner because she can't compete in this unless she has one. And knowing the fact that Ash can't dance, what I'm hoping to see is like maybe there's practice in between the episode. I mean, it's a 30-minute episode. Actually 26 because including commercials and then the ending title cards and all that. But regardless, like maybe there's some practicing in the middle. I mean, come on, you can't jump into this episode without, a little bit of practice, So hopefully we get to see that. But like I was saying before, like maybe, like I said, Serena asked for Ash's help to, hopefully she could win whatever that one is. So hopefully that's the case. All right. Something else that I wanted to talk about too. Who do you think will make a guest appearance in this episode? And when I mean guest appearance, I mean will Tierno show up? Will Shauna show up? Will Mieti show up? Or maybe, yeah. Do you think any of them will show up? What are you guys' thoughts?
Well, kind of like what Sonji said earlier. I think, given that it's a dance thing, I think this would be a perfect time for Tierno to be there, just because that's his thing. Like exactly what he would do there, I'm not sure. But I feel like we could have some fun with him being there. Maybe he tried to partner up with Serena, and maybe she's not really into that. Like, we don't know. But
Yeah.
I think, we already got Bonnie there that could potentially, tease Amourshipping some more. But maybe Shauna would be there with Tierno. Maybe Trevor's there too. I feel like those are the most likely. I don't really see Miette being there. I feel like we need some more time away from her before we see her again. But I think any of the rest are fair game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sanji.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think Shana will be there with Tierno since I think the last time we saw them is they were together, right?
Yeah, they were
In
together.
last-
They were
yeah.
traveling with one another. Yeah.
So I guess they're still maybe together in this episode and maybe partner up. And for the dance party, both of them are good at dancing. So I guess that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, comparing the other possible characters, well, unless we're going to get introduced to a new character, but if we were going to have a reoccurring character within this episode, yeah, I agree with most of you guys. It's going to have to be Tierno, if anything, with Shauna to get involved in this dance competition. We've already know that Tierno is, he's a guy with the dance moves and whatnot, and I could definitely see him compete in this dance competition. And of course, he needs a partner, so, why not Shauna? I mean, I would definitely like to see Shauna. Yeah, and I actually did remember something. Shauna did say during the summer camp, one of the summer camp episodes, that he learned a few tricks from Tierno from his dancing moves. So, if I think once we reach this episode, it will be a good time to see what Shauna has learned from Tierno. So I would like to see that happen. Yeah, and I think once Ash and Serena takes note that Tierno and Shauna will be in this competition, I think it'll strengthen the rivalry between the two. Just see which one of the two partners will win this this one that's going to be in this dance party.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with everybody here about Tierno returning. Something that I wanted to talk about too is that, okay, so we know for a fact Tierno is trying to get all the gym badges to compete in the Kalos League, right? So we have to realize the location that this dance party is held. Like, remember, the X and Y gang is going to Snowbell City so Ash could get his 8th gym badge. Now, why would Tierno? Because remember, he was going to the other gyms to get his badges as well. So my guess is that they're both heading to Snowbell City, and maybe Tierno shows up at that same dance party they're in. So it would only make sense for Tierno to be there because he's also going to go to Wolfrick's gym and compete and get a badge as well. So, I mean, that's my reason as to why he would be in that dance party. And then China, I guess, just tagging along to support Tierno. So, yeah, that's that's my guess as to why Tierno and Shauna would be there. I mean, it would be good to see. I mean, like DJ said, maybe Tierno wants to partner up with Serena and Serena denies, or maybe she says yes because Ash is oblivious as always, and Shauna and Ash dance, and maybe there's like jealousy. I don't know. I mean, this is gonna turn into a novella Pokemon. But yeah. Anything else that we wanted to talk about this, guys? Anything you wanted to mention?
I just hope they don't dance in the usual outfits.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Like, if you're gonna be at a dance party, please dress up for the occasion. Don't dress up in your like regular clothes. I mean, it'd be awesome to see Ash in all of what Serena's wearing. Like, remember he was speechless when he saw her in that Fennekin costume. So hopefully we get to see a repeat of that in that episode. So.
And again, like exactly what they would wear would depend on like how important this dance is.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a legit like competition or ballroom dancing, it'd be like really dressed up, or if it's like more casual or just a party, like the title says, then it'll be more casual. Maybe they'll wear something similar to their regular clothes. But I hope like if that's the case, like it's still different, just because new outfits are always fun for the characters.
Yeah. So basically, it all comes down to the theme of the party.
Yeah. And then another thing too that I don't think none of us talked about, like, were they invited to this party, or did one of the gang members just see like a place having a party, and then one of them suggested, "Hey, this looks like fun. We should go participate in this party." And then you see Serena like all nervous and like, "Oh my gosh, a party! Like maybe I get to dance with Ash or something like that." So we don't know. Like I said, like we need more information about this episode. Hopefully we get that soon with the New Year's Eve special that we're getting this January the 1st. Or maybe they'll pull a date episode and not show us any preview at all. So that's another possibility right there.
And I just want to point out something really quick. Now, if you're familiar with Amore, she's the Amourshipping writer, so she's the one responsible for writing, the Serena and Eevee arc. And just so you know, she's going to be the one writing this episode. Just letting you guys know that.
Yeah.
So, whenever she's writing an episode, expect some Amourshipping hints.
Her episodes don't disappoint. That's all I gotta say. They don't disappoint.
Confirmed.
She's good at what she does.
Yeah. They put her there for a reason.
Yeah. And another thing too, you guys. Well, are we about to end this discussion?
Actually, there's just one more thing I wanted to talk about too, but go ahead, you're gonna say something?
No, I'll just say this as a final note.
Okay. Something else too. Okay, so this is a long shot, but we don't have any information whatsoever about the episode after this. So maybe it's a 2-part episode? I don't know. I mean, we just got left off with 104, but like I said, it's a long shot, so.
Honestly, I doubt it.
So.
I doubt it, but if this were to turn out to be a 2-parter, then if this is going to let me repeat myself. If this is going to be a 2-parter, like I hope they make it up. They fill this up with development, because if that's going to be the case, then I wouldn't mind being in a 2-parter episode.
Yeah, like I don't want it to be another filler, to be honest. Like make it. Well, actually, it's not going to be a filler. I mean, you just said who was writing it, so obviously it's not going to be. All right. You were gonna say something, Edgar?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So we talked about the possible guests that could appear in that episode. We talked about the one. We talked about how the dance is gonna go between Ash and Serena. The question still remains: what is getting one? Like, what do you guys think? Leave your comments below and let us know. And hopefully, maybe your prediction is true. Personally, I think it's just going to be a random trophy or a Poke Egg. That's what I think. Your guys' thoughts? What do you think getting one means?
Yeah, we kind of went over this a little bit earlier, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be something Pokemon related.
Yeah, if anything.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, Edgar, you wanted to close it out?
Well, yeah, I just want to say that, don't get too overhyped, you guys. Yes, I know there's another episode relating Ash and Serena, and I know that especially for some of you Amourshipping fans, including myself, like, there's nothing wrong with being hyped, but don't get too overhyped or too get your hopes high, because we already know what happened at the date episode. For those of you who continue to keep their hopes high and were overhyped for this episode, a lot of people were really disappointed because it didn't went down the way they expected. So I don't want to feel you guys that I don't want you guys to feel that way by the time we reach this day. So I'm just letting you guys know, just keep your expectations low and your hype at a minimum, and hopefully we'll end up with a really good episode.
I promise if you go into this episode with like almost no expectations, you're gonna enjoy it like a lot more, no matter what happens.
Yeah, that's what happened to me with the second try Pokemon.
And that's what
Yes,
happened. Yeah,
certainly.
and that's what happened to me too in the second part of the ninja episode. Like, well, no, first part of the ninja arc, where there was actually a Amourshipping hint and nobody saw coming. So, like, I had no idea like we get hints whatsoever. So, like, seeing that happen like caught me off guard, and I made a big deal out of it. I mean, you guys can see the reaction yourself. But yeah.
You were gonna say, Sonji?
Yeah, Sanji.
I actually agree with you guys. Just control that hype. Yep.
Yeah, just control your hype, guys. You do that, this episode's gonna be great for you. I think if we do this, I mean, think about it, guys. We only have, what, 3 weeks at most to wait for this episode. It's gonna go by quick. Trust me. By the time we get to this episode and your hype level expectations are low, you come into it, you're gonna enjoy every minute of it. Trust me, alright? Like, that's why I'm not really freaking out as much, because I learned my lesson from last year from the date episode. Take my advice, have low expectations, just like what Edgar said, and enjoy the episode when it premieres. Alright, well, I think we tackled everything, all our predictions, and hopefully one of our predictions comes true. Alright, so today with me helping out with this prediction video is...
Thanks for watching, guys. How many did you talk, Puppet? See you another time.
Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Alpha Evie.
And
Thanks, guys. Sanji31 here.
And hopefully you guys tune in my next video, whichever one I make. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Laters.